Hello guys, it's B-RAD and welcome to another episode on the Graft to a Draft series. Now first of all I just want to apologise, it has been a little while since I have done an upload, probably about a week or so. It's just because basically I have been enjoying some of the sunshine while we've been in lockdown, and I've had some time to be able to spend with my wife because she is now actually going back into work. She is a key worker as a teacher, so she's now going back to work, so we were just making the most of the time that we had together, which now means I can now concentrate on getting some more videos and some more content out for you guys. And we're starting with today a Graft to a Draft because I haven't done one in a little while, and we do still need to break the duck of getting out of the second round of the draft when we do finally get to enter one. So what we're looking at today is there's been a few new SBCs and a couple of them basically require such specific cards that they're good for us to be trading on at the moment. And one of the good things that has actually happened is EA have messed up a little bit in terms of where they have put this SBC. Some people, if they don't necessarily use Footbin all the time or don't just look all the way through the SBCs, may well miss that they have put in the advanced section an SBC called Clash of the Titans, which actually gives you a Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack. Now when we look at these, there's a lot of very specific requirements, like this one needs a Portugal or Scotland player, but you see it says nationality is exactly 11, so actually it needs a Portuguese and a Scottish player. Then there's some other ones down here, need 4 definite Champions League rare players, also needs 11 different clubs, and then it needs Serie A and Premier League players. So that's a good one there to try and get some of the special UCL cards to trade on as well. I've gotten some cards written down that I'm going to be focusing on to get the 15,000 coins today, but generally Italian players sort of that are either hybrid between the leagues or the ones that are rare cards at the moment are going to be a little bit more expensive for the Serie A SBCs, because people are obviously trying to do the upgrade packs to try and get themselves a team of the season. So as you'll see today, we are starting on 297,000 coins, so that means we are looking by the end of this video to get to 312,000 coins so that we can use the 15 coin profit we've made to get into a draft, hopefully break the duck, get some good rewards, and hopefully pack ourselves a team of the season on this account. This is only a draft account for me. The Graft to a Draft is only on this account, other than the fact that I am doing some of my pack and guess episodes on this account to try and avoid spending FIFA points on my Trade to Glory. You will see on the Bundesliga one I did do that on my Trade to Glory, however that's because my team is predominantly Bundesliga. But from now on, any pack and guess videos will be done on the PlayStation on this account, so the coin total may rise, but it does also mean that we get to trade and go for some higher rated players when we do some trading methods, so you don't see me constantly going for like the silver Norwich players and things like that I've already done a couple of times in the past. So without any further delay, we're going to start with one of the lower ones at the moment, and that is going to be Ogbonna. Obviously he is an Italian who plays in the Premier League, so that perfectly hybrids that SBC, and last night I believe he was going for around about 4,000 coins. He's actually gone a lot further down now, so people aren't necessarily using this card, but last night when the SBC was first released, he was being used to hybrid across the two leagues. Obviously since then people would have uploaded some things to Footbin and would have found different methods and different ways of being able to use players to basically complete the SBC, but we're going to go and try and pick ourselves up some Ogbonnas right now. On my account last night I did trade on him for a little bit when the SBC first came out, and he was going at around about 4,800 coins, and I was picking several up on the Xbox at around about 3,000 coins. So that was actually quite a successful one last night, whereas obviously since then the SBC solutions have been released on Footbin. There are other providers to use, I just use Footbin myself, and he doesn't feature in many of the ones that are on there. Some of the cards that I've got written down do feature on there, and they will be ones we'll be trying to snipe today, but obviously because the SBC is there to be completed on Footbin, that means that a lot of people will be doing the same kind of sniping that I'll be doing today. But we'll go and see if we can get a few of these Ogbonnas today, and we'll join back when we do change to a different player. Okay, so as you'll now see on the screen, we have moved on to Jorginho. Ogbonna wasn't bringing up any cards, mainly because I suppose he's non-rare gold, and there's not many packs that people are opening at the moment that contain non-rare golds. So if I show you at the moment that Jorginho as a standard gold card is going for around about 5,900 coins, so most of those will sell within a couple of minutes, probably put him up for 5,800 just to get the instant sell. But if you actually look at his special card, which will be the UCL card, this one is quite high. Point about that one there's a bargain, so I'm going to pick that one up straight away and put that up for the 8,000 coins. But essentially this card is 8,000 coins. Now what does happen on this account is on trading on these, is that the special cards do pop up when you are looking for a gold card. So what I will do is I'll go down to the 5,400 mark, and I'm going to try and snipe some Jorginhos. And obviously what I do know is if I do happen to pick up a UCL version of Jorginho while I am sniping this card, that means that I actually get a little bit more profit than just the 400 coins that I'll get for selling him at this. So yeah, we would be able to put him on the market. So I just missed that one there. Yeah, we'll be able to put him up on the market for the sort of 7,900 coins for the special card and make a good sort of 2,200 coin profit on that one card. So we're going to go on Jorginho for a bit, and then we will return back with the next player, and I'll let you know how we've gotten on. Okay, so we've gone on Jorginho for a little bit, and we have managed to pick ourselves up a few cards here. If we go on to the transfer list, you'll see I've sold a couple of these. That first one we sold at 8,000. If we'd have held on a little bit, they've actually now gone up to around about 8,600 coins. So we've got one there that we just put up for 8,008 just to give us a little bit more. That Jorginho is just now sold as well. So once we get this one on, we are already at around about the 300,000 mark. So we've made about 3k just on the Jorginhos alone. What we're now going to go do is move on to one of the cards at the moment that is really raised in price due to the SBC, and that is Politano. Just for a simple gold rare, I believe he's about... Oh no, this is because someone's using a different version of his card. So a lot of people have been trying to basically use the Politano that is from the Inter Milan team to complete the SBC that is shown on Footbin. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to actually go and have a look and see if I can even find this card and see if he is available. I doubt there's many in circulation anymore if he's a transferred card, and there may well be more Italians that play. Yeah, there are. So Candrava's there, so actually he's not one that's worth getting. This Candrava card, however, though, as we've just now happened to stumble upon that, would probably be worth getting. At 5,000 coins he doesn't appear to be selling there, so let's just let's have a look at special. Yes, there's a lot on there at around about the 5,000 mark, which haven't sold, so we'll see what he is at as a base price. 4,900 looks like he might sell at. So what we'll do is we'll go on this one at 4,400 coins, see if we happen to pick a few of these up. Obviously we know it's only likely to be Candrava unless some people have held on to a Politano in their club that they're now going to decide to sell and list him up really cheaply. But we'll go on this one just for a little bit, just to see if we can pick ourselves up Candrava's special card and sell that on for 4,900 coins. So we went on that one for a little while, but unfortunately nothing came up. So we're going to move on to our next card, which is Donk, obviously a recent team of the season. He is a gold rare, but he also has a UCL card as well. Just going to check and see what his standard card is going for. So yeah, there's no coins to be made on this card. However, the special card is going for a little bit of coins at the moment, as he links to a few of the Dutch... I've just missed that one, unfortunately, there. He links to a few of the Dutch players that play in the Italian leagues and obviously the Premier League as a good hybrid. One of the other players I would suggest that does that as well is De Rossi, so I'd keep an eye out for him. I do think there's going to be a lot of competition for this Donk card. I'm just trying to see... Right, okay, so there's some there at sort of 8,900 that haven't sold yet, and people will buy those cards. They're just so fixated on completing an SBC, they don't really care if they pay over the odds for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on him for a little bit at 8k, see if we can find any pop up. Obviously we just missed that one there that was at just like 1,500 coins, but I wasn't really prepared to snipe at that point. If we were maybe a little bit quicker I would have got it. We'll go on this one for a little bit and we will see if we can pick any donks up. Okay, so we went on that donk for a little while. Unfortunately nothing came up. I think he's probably a little bit low rated for people to, when they pack the UCL version of him, think that he's worth any coins, which obviously we know at the moment he is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at De Rossi, who currently is going around about 8,800 coins. I think even, yeah, 8,700 coins. So anyone that has this guy in the club that doesn't necessarily know that may well be, you know, putting him up cheaply. I don't even know if he's actually in packs anymore, because I know he supposedly is getting an end of era card. But we'll just see if we can go on him for a little bit and see if we can pick ourselves up for one for 8k or less. Okay, so what we're now going to do is look for some of those links to Donk that have been used in the SBC, and one of those players is Wijnaldum. So currently his special card on the PlayStation is actually extinct, so his UCL card is extinct. It is one that is labelled to be used in the SBCs, and as I look down at Footbin, I've got it set up at the moment to Xbox, which shows that there are still some on the market on there. I'll just change it to the PlayStation and type in Wijnaldum. I'm just going to go and check to see what it says, and yeah, it does. It says his price tag on that is currently extinct. Back in October he was at 18,000 coins on that card. So the likelihood of us picking one up in this is very slim. If we do, we know that he's going to max out and go for a lot of coins. But we'll try, and what we'll do is try and pick up some Wijnaldums. We're going to sell him on for around about 5,900, so 5,004 or less. We will try and see if we can pick up some Wijnaldums, because even if we don't happen to get the UCL card come up, people will have UCL cards of other players in that SBC, and they will still need Wijnaldum to complete the links. So we will go for Wijnaldum for a little bit and see if we can pick some of these up. Okay, so we've gone on Wijnaldum for a little while, and we've got ourselves a few cards here. If we look onto the transfer list, you'll see that I've sold one, and we've got a couple that should sell at 5,900 in just a couple of minutes time. We're now going to move on to our next hybrid player across the Dutch links, which is De Roon. So he obviously plays for Atalanta. Another player that hasn't got a special card, a team of the season card, sorry. But his special card, if we have a look, is going to be quite a lot of money. So as a buy now, we're looking to even struggle to get this for under 7,000 coins. And sure enough, there we go, 6,900, 6,006. So 6,800, there's a couple on there. We're going to try, see if we can just pick up this special card, just at 6,000 coins. You never know, like I say, some people may not know the SBC is out, may not see that this card is worth a bit of money, and we're going to try and see if we can snipe in and pick one up. Because his standard gold rare card is around about 1,900 coins, not even that much I don't think. And it basically means that for all year everybody's gotten used to the fact that the UCL cards aren't any more expensive than the gold cards. So if they pick up a UCL rare version of De Roon, they don't really know much about this SBC, they're going to go and list him up maybe for a couple of hundred coins more than the gold one, not realising that actually he's worth a good 4,000 coins more than the standard gold version. And they're the people that we're looking to get on, and obviously if I'd have managed to pick that one up, that would have been a decent profit. And yeah, they're the people that we're hoping to obviously try and pick up on, the ones that are going to list this card up for, you know, the few thousand less, not looking into the price, just basically just being lazy and getting rid of the players out of packs and things. So we'll keep going on this one for a little bit, see if we can manage to get ourselves a card to transfer onto the transfer market and make some profit in order to be able to get to our 312,000 coin mark. What a snipe that is there. We go and pick up a special De Roon at 2,400 coins, giving us a massive profit on this one. We're going to put him up at 6.6 just so we make sure he sells, but that is going to give us a 4,000 coin profit when we put that on the market. So that is a massive way towards our target of our 312,000 coins. What you'll see there is we just missed one, and then as soon as we then searched again, one popped up that was a lot cheaper. That tends to happen and tends to work because of bots. So we may miss some of these that just come up on their own for bots, but the bots take 3 or 4 seconds to be able to bid, process getting that coin into the club before they then are able to search again. So that sort of gives us an extra 3 or 4 seconds when you do a search, that if 2 were to come up that quickly in succession, you're more likely to pick up that second card. The same as if you are sniping this way, trying to get these cards as we now get kicked out, you are always better to go for the second card when more than one pops up. So if say you do this search under Darun and actually 2 or 3 of these cards come up, you're better to quickly go to the one at the end and pick that one up, because more than likely the people that are sniping and doing things have done the same as you, and you'll be able to get that card before they will. Okay, so you will see we are back in now, and we have sold that Darun. We are now at the 305,000 mark. I'm still going to go on the card just for a little bit, just because obviously we did see a few pop up in that time. I'm just going to double check his price again before we get in, because the last thing I want to do is suddenly find that there's loads on the market. For instance, that one's been there 6,600 coins for a couple of minutes, so I want to know that I can undercut that card if we pick up a massive bargain like we did with the one we got for just under 2,500 coins. We're going to go and pick him up, and then we're going to just move on to the last couple of players I've got written down, just to get the 312,000 coins that we need in order to enter the draft. And there you go, another fantastic snipe again on a Darun. We picked this one up for even cheaper. We get him at 2,100 coins. We're going to stick him up for 6,400. He should instantly sell. Now we've got that card, we're going to move on. That will get us towards around about 309,000. So we're just going to get the last few thousand coins on the last players here. The first one we're going to look at is Rugani. He's a good rated player, he's a rare player as well. I think he only probably goes around 2,000, yeah, so 2,400 coins as a buy now on a gold rare. We are going to try and pick some of these up. What I have been noticing on the Xbox is that some of these, again, as a special UCL card, were going up at around the same price. Prior to the Serie A tots coming out, I actually bought around about 20 Ruganis on my Xbox account, and about 10 of them, maybe a bit more, maybe 12 of them were gold, and the rest of them were actually UCL cards. And I left them on the transfer market in anticipation of waiting for what the SBC was going to do when the Serie A came out. And it turned out that basically all the gold rares hadn't really gone up much in price. They'd maybe gone up about 300 or 400 coins or 500 coins. So I sold those ones off, left the UCL ones on there, and then sure enough, last night when that UCL SBC dropped into the advanced, I found that all the Daniel Ruganis went up massively in price, and I sold them all for around about 5,000 to 6,000 coins, the 6 or 7 that I had on the transfer market. So although I was actually aiming those Ruganis at being there for a different reason, the fact that the UCL promo came out actually ended up making me more coins on them than I would during the team of the season for Serie A. But we're going to go on this for a little while just on the gold rares, then we're going to go and check and see how much the special card version is, and see if we can snipe a few of him. Okay, so we didn't manage to get any of those for a decent price to be able to make some coins on the normal gold ones. However, I have gone on to the special item and can see now that for anything from around about 6,600 coins, Daniel Rugani's UCL card goes for. So I'm going to go and try and snipe him at 600. Obviously, if we can pick some bargains up like we did on the Darun card and get some of these for his sort of 2,200, 2,300 normal gold price, we'll make our coins on this card in no time. But what we are just looking for is, even if someone just thinks, oh, do you know what, they're up for 6,000, I would like a quick 5,000 coins, I'm going to stick him up for 5, we'll take that, because that gives us an extra 15,000 coin profit, not 1,500 coin profit, when we do go and list him up at the 6.5 grand. And talking of which, again, that was exactly it there. So 5,900. I am able to list this card up, I know, comfortably for 6,600, knowing that there was only one on the market at the time. So he can go on there, pick up another one at 5,800. So these might not sell straight away because a few of these are now popping up and I don't appear to have any competition. However, as gradually as people will work through this SBC and think, oh, I need a UCL card that's going to fit into this bracket, they are going to go and pick up Daniel Rugani for the 6,600 coins, because they'll see that that's one of the lowest prices on there. We're just smashing them out at the moment, picking up several of these for the 5,900 coin mark, and I tell you, these will sell. As we pick up another one there, even though I messed up the mechanics on that one, like I say, there doesn't appear to be much competition for this, and if we sling loads of these up, so these are all gone. If we sling loads of these up for this the 6,600 mark, that one's at 5,700, they will eventually sell. So as we pick even more of these up, after I've picked up a few more, I'm going to just go and move on to the next card, and eventually these ones will sell. Just going to see if I can pick one up for a little bit cheaper. Okay, so we're finished on the Daniel Rugani. I'm just going to go and have a look at the transfer market. I've got a feeling that all of these are sold. They have. So we're now going to see what that crashes up to. 312,000 is where we're at. So you saw there how quickly, just from getting those Ruganis, all them Ruganis there at 5,900 coins, how quickly we made that money that we needed towards the end of that. I am going to just show you the last one anyway, even though we have made the profit, and that is Duvan Zapata. Now he's another player that has a lot of links across different leagues, with us being Colombian, so you've got links to the Mexican leagues, the league of the Argentinian league, and also then you've got obviously the Premier League with Lerma, Davison Sanchez, etc. And he's also got a strong link from another club in the Serie A, in Cuadrado. So both of these would have UCL rare cards that you could link up into this SBC. So we're going to go and see how much Duvan Zapata's special card is. Looks to be a lot less, which is quite surprising because you know, he's a good one to be able to use. We're going to pick that one up there straight away for 2,400 coins because I've searched at 2008. I'm going to stick him on the transfer list just to find out what his lowest buy now is, so I can put that on there. Okay, so there's a few there not sold at 3,000, but at 2,800 he should definitely sell. So that's me just sort of showing you another one there that's another player to snipe during this time. I'm not going to go on that card for a while because we do actually now have all the coins that we need, and obviously the main part of this is that I just want to get into the draft and try and see if I can beat my duck. So by the time we get back, that will go to 17 items. You will see that we have made the 15,000 coins that we needed, which we did have anyway before we bought Zapata. So we're going to go straight into the draft. I'm hoping to actually pick up some of these TOTS cards today as well, because I haven't actually gotten a chance to use them. So we're going to go and have a look at these formations. I think because there's probably some decent wingers in the game at the moment, I'm going to go with the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. As we get on our base cards, nothing really amazing, unfortunately. So Messi's got loads of better cards. Gomez has now got a team of the season at the moment. Lewandowski's got a team of the season. Modric and Bale are probably one of the two I'm going to pick here, even though I don't really like to go into La Liga. I don't think there's a lot of decent players in there. So I'm going to pick up Bale, but generally I don't really want to build my team around the La Ligas. We'll go and get our striker. As I say that, I'm going to have to pick up another La Liga striker because there hasn't offered as much there as a stinky non-rare gold pick. But at least we do go and get some amazing picks to get here. I'm probably going to pick Bergkamp because I know I can play him as a centre forward at that cam role. And we have also got Ronaldinho, so that poses a problem because now I'm going to probably have to play him up front. But look at this, we're now getting some prime moment icons, which is what we're looking for. We've always been on this series a little bit short of getting these cards, as we then go and get the Team of the Year Kante, which is incredible. We've always been short of getting the prime icon moments cards, so this time at least we're actually getting paid in kind. I'm going to go and pick up this Yuri Bacecci because he looks pretty good. Varane would probably be the perfect person in here, but we'll take Sergio Ramos for the link. Varane now would also be good, but we get our silver pick, which isn't a bad time to get this. It means we know that we're not going to get it later on in the draft. And I'll go and take Kappa because we have got La Liga on the right with Bale there as well. And that means we're probably going to have to pick up Sergio Asensio. So not too bad a start. It's sort of a half and half. We'll go and see what players we can pick up on here. No one that I'm going to use in the side in this, so I'm going to just go and pick up probably Koke, just because actually he gives a better link on the right there with the strong link to Kappa. No one here again that we're going to use. Maybe Mo Salah as a super sub for striker if we don't get a better striker to be able to fit into the side. Just in case we don't get a decent right back, I'm going to take Hataboa. Like to see some team of the seasons. I haven't seen any team of the season cards so far, which is pretty disappointing. And again, nothing really here. We'll take Kingsley Coman just for his pace. So really, we want our centre backs. We want a better, probably La Liga goalkeeper. Looking at it at this rate, as we don't get one, unfortunately. We've got one from the Dutch league. We've got Kasper Schmeichel. I'm going to take him just because we haven't got a decent team of the season in there at the moment. Really, we're looking for the Ligas. I'm going to take Mariano because there's not a lot of choice. And unfortunately there, once again, we haven't managed to get our defender. So, it looks like in the defence is where we're going to struggle in this one. However, we can play Marcelo as a defender there. He has got high attacking work rates, which isn't ideal. But he is a very defensive card. Quincy Promes is obviously very tempting. In point of fact, I'd be a bit silly to not get him, wouldn't I? What we'll do is we'll put Overmars over onto the right mid, and we'll put Quincy Promes in at left mid. It does take our chemistry down, so we'll need to see if we can sort that out with these ones. Oh my goodness, we've got Zidane as well. I can't not take Zidane because he needs to sit really in this role here as a defensive midfielder. Yeah, we're going to lose out a little bit on chemistry here, which is a shame. I can't not take this Giovinco card. It's the best striker we've been offered. He does look incredible as a card. 94 pace, 93 shooting, 92 passing, 98 dribbling. What is his weak foot as well? 4-star, 4-star. So he's good. Maybe we can get a centre back in this last pick. We don't, but we get 99 Lewandowski. I mean, it's impossible not to take that card, right? And he has to go in. There's no two ways about it. I'm at a loss. I am at a bit of a loss as to what to do here. I think potentially move. I think moving back. Promise is going to have to just sit on the bench for now because we need the chemistry there. Zidane obviously being on 6 chems not ideal. If I did put in Kante, that would give us, puts him on 7 chem and does give us the 100 chemistry. I don't even think Zidane's going to get in this side, which is incredible. And then at centre back, I guess anybody I put in here has got a high attacking work rate, so that is going to be, what's Hataboa's? Okay, actually Hataboa is probably the pick to go at centre back. He has the high defensive work rates, so maybe the team will look like this instead. So I'll show you what the team will look like as we go into it. We'll go with this. This will be the team that we'll go with. Hataboa right centre back because he has got the high defensive work rates. He's 6'2", and then we'll go and put Mariano in at right back, and then on that right wing, probably going to bring in the Quincy Promes card because he's a new team of the season. I want to try him out. He looks incredible. 98 pace, 95 shooting. that will be our team when we are playing in game. Unfortunately, we've only got Asensio in goal. It is what it is. So we'll go and put these back in, and we'll go get our manager. It's a shame that the silver card is going to actually destroy our rating here a little bit. I don't think there's any way that we could improve that, because even if I just put in, yeah, even in putting this guy in, I mean, it puts the team up a little bit. Let me see if I maybe can take anyone off. I can take off the Bizzo goalkeeper and put in Salah. No, it still is a 91 rated team. It's just a shame because it means it's that non-rare gold at the centre back and Kappa, who are unfortunately stopping that from being a higher rated team. But all in all, that's not bad. Obviously, I'm looking for a Spanish, probably a Spanish Premiership or a French La Liga manager, just to give those two chemistry boosts to Kante and the centre back. So we'll see who we go and get. So we got the Spanish from the Prem. That is the perfect combination that we wanted. Javi Garcia puts that centre back on 7 chem. We'll also put Kante onto 8 chem. So as we now go in and have a look, you'll see Kante now sits on 8 chem, centre back on 7, so everyone else is on full chem. Obviously the reason Bergkamp isn't is because he's a centre forward, not a striker. Generally I'm pretty happy with that team. What I might do is maybe even change Bergkamp's that centre forward role and put Ronaldinho up front. I think that's probably a safe move. What we'll do is we'll go and get into our first game, and hopefully we can come up with the goods, get us out of the first round, and then round 2 is the game. Round 2 is the game where we need to break the duck. Join me on that. Hopefully we will get past it. Okay, so here we go into the first round, and we are up against Eusebio's Prime Icon Moments. Is the one card in this game that I hate to come up against. He is so good. The rest of the team, I'm sure he's got some subs for Fernando and Fernandinho. It's not a bad team, but Eusebio, if this guy knows how to use him and this guy is decent, we could be in trouble. We'll go straight in to pausing it so that we can go and make our subs, the subs that are necessary in our team. So we're going to first of all move Bergkamp and Ronaldinho over. Then we are going to go and put in our Mariano at right back. We're going to take Koke out, put in Hataboa, and then we're going to go and try the new team of the season, Quincy Promes, for Koke. Does mean all our subs are made, so if we were to get a sending off at centre back, we're just going to have to move someone else into that position that's already on the pitch. But we'll get into the game and let's see how we can get on. Unfortunately there, we've tried to clear the ball out and the pass has been terrible. It's because it's our non-rare passing to our non-rare right back to, I think it's Kappa from the other Koke guy. So unfortunately that pass hasn't been very good in order for us to clear the ball out of the box. He's latched onto it and dribbled his way to get a goal. So we're down before we've got our subs on the pitch, which is one of my pet hates, because it's obviously because of the players that we're taking off that we've conceded that goal. But we will move on. So far I don't really know much about this guy's play. He seems okay. And there we go, straight away we're through with Ronaldinho. We do the little cut back. It looks like Quincy Promes has popped that away with his right foot as well. Team of the season card straight away on the score sheet. Can't complain about that as we get ourselves back in the game at 1-1. Unfortunately there, we've struggled with getting to Eusebio at the back. It's a little bit annoying because actually I thought I had him with Hattabor at one point, but wasn't meant to be. He managed to get away from us. Again, with this game, as I'm just then going to mention it, the passing, I've had an update on this today of like 4 gigabytes come up. And I've done the update, and I cannot believe that one of the things they update is like something that's just showing on the screen incorrectly, yet we're at the game game stage in May, and we still can't pass a ball. I know that EA aren't likely to be paying attention to my videos. They've got other people that they get information off, but please, for FIFA 21, give us a game you can pass the ball on. As we get through with Overmars and put one into the far side of the net, he is actually a card that I was thinking about putting into my team on the Xbox. I've got Shaqiri's special card from the SBC there at the moment, but because he was in the icon upgrades, he's actually not too bad a price, Overmars. He is one of my favourite icons on the wings on this game. I don't know how to talk about that anymore and get sort of less frustrated about it. I've not passed it back to the goalkeeper there. I don't know why it's locked onto a pass to the goalkeeper, and it's cost us a goal again. This game is terrible in words. For a football game, it is terrible that you can't do the things that you should be able to do. And we get through again with Ronaldinho, put us back onto the level playing field. But really, generally in the attacks on this guy, I am doing a lot better and getting a lot more opportunities. Yet, every single time there's some sort of error on my side, the passing going the wrong direction, that costs us a goal. So we're always coming from behind. So what I'm hoping now is we're at 3-3. We're not going to have to go back behind again and try and get ourselves back into this game. But, you know, as I've said, the passing, there are many errors and many things wrong with this game. Some of it, I believe, is out of my hands. That's a 94 Ronaldinho card on the volley. And there we go, we get our just desserts. Yeah, 4-3. Nice cross from Bergkamp, nice counter-attack. Lovely little flick, and we have gotten rid of him. I mean, you look at that and you think 4-3, and I've been behind every time. Why has this guy quit? It's because if he's actually felt the same way that I have during this, he shouldn't really be in this game. This gameplay has screwed me out of being a lot further clear with those goals as I should have been. But we're going to go through into the second round. This is the round that I'm talking about. This is the one where we need to break the duck. We need to get out of this second round. Generally, the team was playing really well, attacking really well. The Yuri Berachiche I struggled with. We're going to be playing against two people here. He's got a guest. Yeah, we were playing against the Yuri Berachiche against Messi at the right back there. That was a little bit of a struggle. I don't know if he had team of the season Messi, I can't remember. But he did struggle to keep up with him. But generally, Hataboa was a brilliant sub at the centre-back position. Other than the stray passes that happened around there, like generally he was mopping up really well at the back, really well defensive, and intercepted a lot of passes. So we're going to go straight in once again, make our subs. No different to what we did before. We're going to put Bergkamp into that cam. We're going to put Koke off for Promise, who was really good in that game again. Kappa off for Mariano, and Hataboa in for Koke at the right centre-back position. Really generally happy with the team, so hopefully we can beat these two guys. I play quite often with Matty, who you've seen me do the Foot Eliminator series with, and actually we do find it quite hard sometimes to play as a two, because you know you're not always not always sort of able to communicate really well and know what the other person's trying to do. This guy looks like he's a bit of a skiller, whoever this one is on the ball. And again, it's tried to pass it, instead of down the line, it has passed it to what looks like our right back, to our centre back there. That's not what we wanted to do, and we've now found ourselves in a position where we've got a free kick against us. Luckily, he's hit it really badly, and we've not suffered for that error again with the passing. So this is what I mean about the playing with another person. A calamity of errors here. Two of you tend to go charging towards the one player, which means you leave a space open. And in that case, them two both trying to defend at the back ended up in an error at the back with the ball, which meant that I was able to just simply tap it in with Ronaldinho to get us 1-0 up. So one of them has committed the goalkeeper forward. They both sort of come after me, which meant that Lewandowski's been left with a little bit of space. 99 Lewandowski rising to a header, I would hope for sure is going to put that away. And sure enough, he does. And there we go. We've done it. We've broken the duck. We've got someone to quit in the round 2. I do sometimes think that playing against two people is actually a blessing in disguise, because if they aren't finely tuned and know exactly what they want to do in the game, they do tend to leave gaps or tend to charge at you and make mistakes. So here we go. We've broken the duck on the PlayStation Draft, on the Graft to Draft series. Finally, it's what we've been waiting to see. Now, can we go on and at least get ourselves some better rewards in this series? What would top this off is getting ourselves to the final, hopefully winning, and then packing Team of the Season Ronaldo at the end of it. Obviously, I realise how unlikely that might be. If you don't ask, you don't get. So not a very good team here, 85 chemistry. He's got a right back at right mid. He's got De Geni off chem, Van Dijk off chem, Lloris off chem, Kante off chem, Mbappe off chem, Immobile off chem, and Herrera off chem. Oh, annoyingly, we were through with Bergkamp, 1-on-1. I don't think you'll see this because it's quite a long build-up to his goal then. But we're through with Bergkamp 1-on-1. I'm thinking I'm just going to score here in the 88th minute, 87th minute, slot it around the keeper. For some reason, Bergkamp's just lashed it straight at the keeper, even though I haven't put it straight at the keeper. He's then gone on the counter-attack, and we've tackled the ball away for him there at the end. And I thought, oh, we've got it back. We're away, and we aren't. Basically, he's managed to hold on to the ball and just slip in a little finesse, slotted it into the bottom right-hand corner. So I know I said I wouldn't be disappointed to not come through this, but actually, from it being 87th minute where we should have gone 3-2 up, and I'd have probably been able to see the game out, we've ended up going 3-2 down on the counter-attack. It's a shame. I think if we look at, or 4-3 even, I think if we look at the statistics, he probably had a little bit more. No, he didn't. In fact, I had more chances. I don't think it will be on the highlights at the end. No, all just the goals, because there were so many. And in point of fact, only 5 of them are on there. They're not all on there either. So unfortunately, we are out after winning the second round, but at least we've broken the second round duck. We have managed to get there. As you'll also see, we are at 301,000 coins, so that's 11,000 less than what we needed to start the draft with, which means we have actually made 4,000 coins in playing that game, generating some coins, plus whatever we now get to sell on from these packs. So let's go and open the premium gold pack. It's not a board, but at least it is a rare player, as we know some of these could be worth some money at the moment. So Loftus-Cheek there, we'll just go and list up. Bursa as well, he's in the Italian league, so he'll be okay. And the fitness cards, I think probably around about 1,200 maybe. We'll go and list it up for 12. I don't think Wembley Stadium will sell, but we'll put it up anyway. And then Didavi is obviously going to sell as part of the Bundesliga SBC. Everything else will quick sell, get those 238 coins, get onto the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, where we want to see a blue. It's not even a board. Very anticlimactic. Yeah, unfortunately there we obviously have not quite gotten through to the third round, not gotten some very good rewards. We are going to list everything up that, well, for a start we'll list every rare up, but we also will list every player that is from one of the decent leagues where an SBC will give you one of the new team of the season players. So I know that obviously there are some in the English league, Turkish and that I'm not too bothered about. We've got a CEDMs to CM, let's just see how much that's worth. So it looks about 1,800 coins is what the bid was on that one, so we'll sell that for 1,800. Got 1,000 coins as well, so even better. Another 1,000 coins as well, and we've got a loan pack unlock as well, so why not? Let's show you that one at the end. I doubt that'll be anything special. Marksman doesn't sell for anything, so let's put all them down. Quick sell those items. 1,334 coins. We'll open our ultimate loan. Maybe we'll get a team of the season in this, you never know. We don't. It is Croatian centre mid Cruz. It is not Cruz, sorry, Modric. Modric, 90 rated. Not going to use him because I don't play games on this account. But you know, he's not a bad player. Oh, and another 2,000 coin unlock. That's probably the best ultimate loan pack that I have ever seen. As we quick sell those for 30 coins, we're up to 308. We'll go and have a look at the transfer list, because obviously we do know that we had all the items that we sold on there as part of our trading towards the 15k today. So they have all sold. The CDM to CM is sold, and then we've got all these cards on the end that will be bidded for by the time we come back to our next episode. So we may well, by the end of this, probably have made hopefully around about 20,000 coins on that episode with our trading, even after playing the draft. So that's been another episode on the Graft to a Draft series. Because I have been absent for the last week, like I say, just enjoying the sunshine and the time with my wife, I am going to be uploading at least 3 videos from today, which is Wednesday. So this video will actually be going up tonight. You'll get this one straight away. I'm going to upload 3 videos before Sunday. I don't usually do that. I usually upload 3 videos maybe in a whole week, because obviously this isn't my job. I'm doing this purely as a hobby at the moment. I obviously hope to one day be able to make some money from doing this, but at the moment I just do it for the enjoyment of being able to show you guys some trading content, showing you guys my trade to glory, doing some little packing guest things, and hopefully getting some collabs with some YouTubers in the future. If the channel builds and we do get to make more of it, that would be amazing. The only way I'm going to be able to do that though is if you guys do share this channel. Please do like and comment on the videos as well. I always try to answer. Please check out my Twitter, that is at @BRAD861. that'll be on the end of this video anyway. Go and check along there, go and follow me on there, because I do update on there. I do post some questions. I've got a couple of people on there that I do interact with fairly on a regular basis, but please do, like I say, share this channel as much as you can. Hit that subscribe button. While you're there, just press the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when I'm uploading videos. But I do thank you ever so much for obviously coming to check out my videos. I've been B-RAD. Cheers for tuning in.